But you were mentioning that you've used technology, equipment. You're always a couple steps ahead of the competition. So how did you get started in that, and how have you utilized the latest and greatest to be as efficient and ultimately as profitable as possible?
Yeah. So over 10 years ago, my business partner and I were running landscape maintenance crews, basically. And we were going out there and just accomplishing the work for the clients. We probably didn't even write a work order down or have any notes. We were just excited to get out there with the opportunity of doing a cleanup or doing a patio or installing an irrigation system. So somewhere along the way, we realized that we needed to have information to pass down to the future crew leaders. And we came across, at the time, Service Autopilot. In our industry, nobody was on a software yet, and hardly anyone was taking credit card. We latched on to Service Autopilot. We started to dispatch, route different crews. We changed our philosophy to a credit card on file.
Did Jonathan Potashnik influence that?
Absolutely. So his podcast was great at the time. We watched almost every one of his videos. And
So
I remember,
have I.
he's a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah.
And he's all about having your schedule organized, showing up and doing the work, having good notes, and starting to record the important information of hours, times, material used. We really appreciated the positive cash flow of having credit cards on file, and that was a big scary step at the time.
Did you add credit cards on file to cash and check, or did you eliminate cash and check and your billing policy was only card on file?
So we were cash and check for a long time, and when you're just starting out, cash flow is always an issue, and you're making some mistakes along the way. You're inefficient in some ways, and it's costing you a lot to learn how to grow your business. We felt that waiting on those receivables to come in just wasn't worth it, and we wanted to speed that process up, make it a little simpler. Service Autopilot gave us that opportunity. We were proud in our local area to be one of the first people utilizing a full CRM software. We were proud to show it off to clients, and they really appreciated how easy it was to work with us.
Yeah, and a lot of guys are intimidated to get into a CRM because they think their customers will be upset. You know, Sweet Sue likes to put the check under the mat, or, the check in the mail. But actually, it's more convenient for them. Of course, it's excellent for the business owner and cash flow, but the customer actually appreciates the convenience.
We found that, a residential client relationship can become very personal, especially when you're trying to grow your business. And you've done the cleanups at their house, you know their kids' names, you know the dog, and you're in their personal space, right? But at some point, if you want to grow and scale your business, you have to identify your ideal client. And our ideal client became somebody who was willing to have a card on file, who was willing to have automated services. We were just showing up annually to complete a spring cleanup without even calling people anymore.
Wow.
We changed our mentality from waiting for approvals to do work to the moment you sign up, you're getting this full service until you say otherwise.
How many years into your business did you identify that ideal customer?
About 5 years too late. So we did our fair share of say yes to everything, work for everyone, let them kind of run the show.
The customer was running the show.
Yeah. And I suppose it worked. It allowed us to learn the mistakes and to get through them. But you have to identify them as soon as you can and try to make some actionable change.